Hey, it's the Empire, Dubois Empire, Maxwell Boxing. Now my boy Daniel Dubois made his American debut versus Joe Cusumano, and this is what it was, an Italian fighter, man, uh, a big dog over here in America. The guy's from Sicily, actually. So that being said, man, there was big doubts on Dubois making his debut in America. We didn't know if he had the grit. We didn't know if he had the courage to go toe to toe with the fighter. And he did, man. He went toe to toe with Cusumano, and it was a good fight, man. Joe Cusumano hit Joyce with a good right hand in the fight. The fight was slow. Cusumano hit him in the right hand, and as soon as Daniel Dubois was woken up with the right hand, he basically just teed off on Joe, man. Started beating him down, and it was flurries, man. I really couldn't tell you what hit him. It was a series of flurries, man, but Cusumano was not trying to go down like a punk, and he tried to fight his way out, but Dubois was just pretty good defense. He got hit a couple times, but solid overall. Was just dodging the punches and catching and shooting, right? Which dropped Cusumano twice in the fight, and then ultimately he got dropped again. And this is everything happened in the first round. He got dropped 3 times in the first round, which ended up being a knockout victory, a technical knockout victory for my boy Daniel Dubois. Dubois, good fighter, great fighter. This is a good showing for him in America. Great American debut, and he was a co-main event for a Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley fight, and that was an exciting fight, for what it was. He had a retired MMA fighter versus a YouTuber, but that's a whole nother video for a whole another day. Maybe today, who knows? But anyway, yeah, man, it was a good fight, man. Daniel Dubois, there wasn't much to talk about. So we're gonna see what Dubois does from here. That was a good win for him. I would say he needs to work on his defense, but he only got caught with 1 good shot. So, you're going to get hit in boxing. All you're doing is throwing punches in the sport of boxing. So, getting hit is innate, right? You're going to get hit. So, with all that being said, man, it was a good fight for Dubois. And, now that Dubois has an L on his record from George Joyce, he doesn't need to be protected anymore. He needs to stay in America and fight in America, because people in the UK want to come to America anyway. They're going to come to America anyway. Why not come for a fight? You got a lot of people who travel back and forth from country to country all the time. And you could tell they were in the place heavy. The UK people, UK fans, they're in it heavy. So why not just keep him there? Because, fighters don't fight that much anyway. How many times do they fight? Boxers fight, 2-3 times a year? That's a vacation right there. And it's New York. You get a lot of business done in New York. There's a lot of excuses to go over there. Obviously, this fight wasn't in New York. Obviously, it was in Ohio, but still, you get my point. Dubois doesn't travel. Dubois doesn't come to America often, but when he does come, I could see like 1 fight in the UK, 2 fights in America. But yeah, man, UK people tend to travel with their fighters, right? Always a big thing, a big culture over there. Boxing's one of their bigger sports in the country. It's soccer over there. They call it football, and then it's boxing. That's it. So I'm really excited for Dubois, man. A good fight for him. Hopefully he fights big dogs after this, man. I don't want any soft touches for the kid. There's no reason to build this guy up. You're right. There's just no reason to build him up. He already has an L. To protect what? So Frank Warren already has a golden egg with George Joyce. They already talk about him fighting for Anthony Joshua for his titles. They say they're trying to get that underway. And yeah, man, Dubois needs to fight these big dogs in America. There's no reason to stay over there protected anymore in the UK. That's the whole point of making an American debut. So hopefully we see him in big dogs. But there's levels to this game. Maybe he can have a step-up fight. Maybe he could fight like a Jared Washington or something. Maybe he fight someone like Artur Spilka just to get his feet wet. He's fighting these American fighters, Chris Arreola. Chris Arreola may be too much for him right now. Maybe like a I gotta think. There's a lot of heavyweight fighters he can fight, but something where he can, just get his feet wet in the ring in America. But a name that people know, not a bum, but a name. So with that being said, man, I'm really excited that Dubois came to America. And usually in UK, they have you go through the whole roster before they have you come to America. But I guess it's really up to the fighter what they really want to do, because you got people like Joseph Parker, for example. He'll stay over there in the UK fighting every single UK opponent possible. Right? He already fought Chisora. He already fought Dillian White. He already fought Anthony Joshua. I mean, who else is he gonna fight? Huey Fury. I'm glad he just didn't go through every single boxer in the heavyweight division in the UK, and he actually just fought big dogs over there, and then decide to let's just fight big dogs in America to get the mainstream media. Because the only thing you're gonna do is risk a L over there fighting domestic fighters when you can get world recognition in America. It's just facts. If you want recognition in America, they're gonna have to come to America, right? The biggest media platforms in the world are American platforms. So he did get some shine on here. He fought an American card and has had a lot of casual fans watching, right? The Jake Paul Woodley fight had a lot of casual fans watching for sure, no doubt about it. Anyway, man, let me know how you guys feel about it though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Dubois Empire. Peace.